Hey everybody, how you doing, John?
Oh, hi, Andrew. I didn't see you there. Hi, how are you?
How you doing, Andrea?
Oh, hi, Andrew. I did see you there, and I was like, "Hey, everybody." See?
How you doing, Henrik?
Hey, hello. Long time no see.
Nice.
Yeah, there he is. The man, the myth,
Yes.
the legend.
Here we are, the Firefly 4.
Yay!
It's going to be summer with
Da-da-da.
Firefly 4. That will be the theme for today. So yeah, everyone got your prompts ready? Is everyone
Oh, I make them up as you go.
as you go? That's good. That's good. Spontaneity wins.
That is.
Nice. Pretty hot where everybody is. I know it's summertime, so
Oh yes, with a hot coffee, also good.
Oh, is that what that is? I wonder what that mystery vial was there.
is that iced coffee?
It's always my coffee with a little bit milk and a little bit sugar in my tiny flask, as you know,
Your
from
beaker.
the fire beta times where you have that flask in the upper right corner. That is the flask.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
sure that's just coffee you're drinking there?
Ah,
For right now, yes. Later, not sure.
And let me say welcome everybody. Let us know where you're watching from. We have Geraldine. Hi there. I'm glad that I could catch live. And then I don't know how this is possible, but John's in the room as well as watching and saying hi, everyone.
Is it really?
It is.
And
I have a twin.
Michael Mondragon, who's also part of the Community
Michael.
Experts program, is here. Good to
Oh,
see you here.
hello.
Stephen.
Geraldine is
Some
my friend
colleagues.
from
Rose
Alaska.
is here from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Cool. Rose
We got
gets the
Stephen from the groups too. Stephen Gotts from Prescott Valley, Arizona.
Hey.
Geraldine says it's a balmy 73 degrees in her part of
Ooh,
Alaska.
sounds nice.
Yeah, we were just talking about times, and Geraldine.
Michael's here, MK Banks.
Hey, great to have you, man.
And Levon is here. Good day, mates.
It's gonna be a good
You were
day.
saying, Andrea, sorry.
No, I was just saying that you know how we were just talking about times. Well, for Geraldine, it's 4-hour difference.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's
California,
right.
she's an hour. Yeah,
Alaska.
yeah.
We got plenty to go over today. So who wants to go first?
Oh,
John.
John, you want to go first?
Oh, I was going to say ladies first, but sure. I've got some fun stuff, but I know this is a Firefly thing, and technically this is Firefly. But I thought, what is this? This isn't Firefly. This is Photoshop.
Photoshop.
I know. As it turns out,
Oh my God.
Firefly and Photoshop. So if you'll indulge me, I will do my first little bit in Photoshop. So it's quite easy. I just created a new document here.
But do remind everyone that it's the Firefly engine.
It is the Firefly engine baked in to Photoshop. It's miraculous. I don't know how Adobe does it, but there it is. We don't question it. It just happens, and we just smile and say, okay, cool. So I've got a prompt here, which I'm going to copy. It's kind of on the long side. I kind of played around with this. And so over here in your contextual taskbar, which I love saying, you have a little thing that says generate image. And if you pull that up, I'll pull this into my window here, and you see you get this here. Looks like Firefly. If you've used Firefly,
Familiar.
it's pretty familiar. So I'm going
Very
to paste my prompt in here. It's kind of long. Okay, I'll read it off to you. It's create a scene of a miniature tropical island inside a glass bottle. The island should feature a quaint wooden hut surrounded by lush palm trees. I really went all out on this.
Oh,
And sandy shores. The bottle is partially submerged in a vibrant, crashing ocean waves. Goldfish that swim in the clear water. Ensure the scene has a hyper-realistic detail, dynamic lighting, and a warm, inviting color palette. Shot from above.
Got into it.
God, I'm tired now after all that. Okay, so let's generate that.
Sounds like an opening scene to a new movie.
I know. We'll see how it turns out. Let's see what happens. And it's generating. Give it. Hey, and right off the bat, it's not too bad. Now it did make floating goldfish out here, but there's a reason why I did this in Photoshop. I wanted to show that you can do this in Photoshop, and like Firefly, regular, like on the web, you have 3 choices. You can either cycle through them here on the contextual taskbar, or here in the properties panel. So you see, and you just kind of pick which
fish floating outside the bottle. That's kind of
it's kind of interesting. But I don't know. I like a lot of things about these. I kind of like the house in that. I like the waves. But the trees, I'm just going to go with this. We'll just pick one. Okay. So it's kind of good. So what you can do is, that's great. But I'm going to get my lasso tool here. And I don't know, these floating goldfish are kind of weirding me out. So why don't we just get rid of them? I'm just going to hold down Shift and go around these fish. I'll try to make this quick. No time. We got time. I got waste too
You're going
much.
pretty fast. You're going fast.
Yeah. And I don't know what that is. We'll get rid of that too. And these guys, sure, we'll get rid of these guys too. And it does a wonderful job. Now here, it's just generative fill at this point here. So we're just going to, didn't feel I'm not going to do anything. I think it knows that, he probably wants to just get rid of this here. Tiffany's here. Hi, Tiffany.
Tiffany's here as well.
Hi, Tiffany.
So give it a second. And, magic. Just got rid of it. Boom.
And like magic.
Like magic, you get three choices. So I don't know, it looks pretty good. We got some bubbles floating there, but I guess that's not a terrible thing. Okay, so there's one thing I think, and again, this being Photoshop, you have layers and blend modes and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna go up here. I like my little house. I like my little scene, but I feel like there's something missing from it. So Andrea, I think you'll like this because you are the embodiment of Christmas.
Yeah.
And so
Yay.
I found this. So he's ready for summer.
He's dancing.
He is ready for summer. Yeah, I feel like he should be. I mean, he's ho, 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 these waves are simply, he's going to go surfing, I guess. I don't know. So we'll just we'll just drag him in here and resize him maybe a little bit. So there he is, enjoying a nice cold beverage.
He's got to have a summer house, right?
And that's right. Where does he go during the warm months? And you can even go here and create a new layer because this is Photoshop. And I'll hit B for brush. And so I did a little custom brush here. And like low opacity, I got 19, we'll do 20%. And we'll bring that down just a little bit and make a little shadow to kind of sell it. So it shows that he's actually just standing there, not floating there. Right. And there you go. You got like a little scene. And if you wanted to, you can add some more fish here with generative fill, stuff like that. But anyway, just wanted to kind of show that you can use Firefly in and with Photoshop.
Nice.
Woo-hoo.
Ain't the
cool
home of your dreams.
Nice one.
Yeah. Did you want to go next, Andrea?
Sure. I will.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
All right. So, yeah. And of course, just in case anyone came in late and you don't know, you get the Firefly by firefly.adobe.com. You can start off right here and just generate, or you can scroll down and you can see some other options that you have. I'm just going to go ahead and start right here. I'm going to do 2 prompts, but first I'm going to do just a generated prompt. I use AI to tell me prompts to put into Firefly. So if I go right here, I'm going to paste it in. It gave me a prompt, and I'm going to hit generate. Way to use AI to do AI, right? I'm just saying, that's just genius. It's just so genius. So it's going through, it's, thinking about it, and then it's going to compose an image based on the prompt. And prompt is a photorealistic image of a vibrant coral reef. My monitor is so far away. So let me see. Teeming with colorful fish bathed in warm sunlight, filtering through the crystal clear water. Capture. Now, first of all, that wouldn't be a prompt that I would have thought of myself, but capture the playful energy and tranquility of the underwater paradise. So this is what it came up with. And by default, it comes up and they are square. Well, a lot of times that's not the size that you want. It's definitely not the size that I wanted. So I can click here for the aspect ratio, and I can choose landscape or widescreen. And that's what I'm going to choose. I can also, there are more options in here that we'll talk about later. I'm sure if I have planned to talk about it later, but if
you have a reference to.
Yeah, so Andrew's going to use a reference and things like that, but you can also change the style and things like that. But what I want to show, so I did change the size. I'm going to break that out. What I love about this is make sure the suggestions button is selected. And if you're a person who just can't think of stuff on the fly, have a hard time, just start typing and it's going to prompt you. It's going to give you additional prompts. So I could say, you know, I'm a teacher. So I'm going to say a teacher. And see, all I did was start typing. And now I can build a story and let AI build it for me, help me build it. So a teacher, I type the teacher, and then I have these options. A teacher helping children write on the chalkboard, a teacher with glasses, and students looking at the camera. So I have different options that it's going to give me. So I'm going to go ahead and choose.
I like how different they are too. A teacher with an owl drawing of the zodiac sign. What?
Yeah. So yeah, you get lots of variety for sure. And then so but the cool thing is it'll keep going. So I'm going to say a teacher helping children write on chalkboard. Which one should I do? Or the teacher with glasses and students looking at the camera.
I kind of like the owl idea though, because it sounds very different.
The owl right here?
Yeah, okay. That one.
Teacher with an owl drawing of the zodiac sign. And then more. So it's like an infomercial. It's like, but wait, there's more. And it keeps going. So hang on. So let's see. What's the next one?
The third one down with the front at night outdoors. That sounds nice.
Okay.
Like summery too.
And look, and we got more, right? So which one?
Someone else choose.
Selective focus, the last one.
Right here?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Selective focus.
All right. And then John, which one?
I don't know. I tried that.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe try that and see what happens.
Letter advertisement. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So and you can add on to this if you want, but I'm just going to see what it does with, you know, it's prompting that it helped us generate. So I'm going to click generate and notice it went widescreen. And now it's, you know, going through and trying to gather all the.
It's scratching its head right now going, what?
Look at that. Look at that. And now more options, which that's
wild.
That is. Wow. And look at that. I like that one. We use. And then this one. And then this one, which is kind of cool. I don't know which one I like. I think I like.
Yes.
I like the first one though, because it's mysterious with that weird light thing she's holding.
It is.
And you also can put some kind of text in there for some kind of advertisement or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too as well. So once you find one that you really like, so let's say I'm gonna go with the one everybody likes. So I'm gonna go with this one. One, I can, you know, I'm definitely gonna download them all, but that's so annoying. But I have to keep it up because I teach. Okay, no, it's went away. All right, so once I choose this one, let's say if this is the one that I like, there are other options in here. So I always tell people, you know, if you see something, check to see what it is, right? So there's this option. We already did download. There's this option where you can edit it and you can, you know, edit by generative fill. I'm sure somebody's going to show you this one, but it's where you can replace or put different objects in, or you can remove objects. John showed it, but he showed
the fish. He got rid of the fish. Yeah.
He got rid of fish. Generate similar, use as a reference, style reference, and things like that. You can add text to it, add shapes, or create a.
And what happens when you choose add text?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. So when any one of these that you choose, it's going to open Adobe Express. So if I do add text or if I do add shape, it doesn't even matter which one you pick, honestly. So if I hit add text, it's going to open up in Adobe Express, and then I can go into Adobe Express and I can add the magic. I can remove the background if I want. I can, make whatever changes. I can animate it. You have a lot of options, which is awesome.
It's nice. Apps are all interconnected, right?
Yeah. And because I chose add text, that's what happens. It comes up with add text. If you choose anything else, it'll come up with those options, just to give you a little head start. But that is what I wanted to show you. It is super
very cool.
And now I will pass the torch.
And Sarah is here. Sarah Schweiger.
Hey, Sarah. That's my roommate.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Max, yeah.
Cool. So maybe I'll jump in and let me just move this over. I have a quick reference image at the stage. Okay, so here I am in the firefly.adobe.com, and then it says /inspire/images. So this is like the gallery kind of preview. And I just wanted to show real quick that as I was
Tiger?
Oh yeah, Tiger.
Tiger gets all the heart right there.
What is it?
He's
you can hear me?
Yep.
And this one is mine. So I found that one of my images was accepted. Submitted. So that's pretty cool. And so let me just grab the
question for you, Andrew. When your stuff is submitted, because somebody asked me this question, I didn't know the answer. So when your stuff is submitted, do they tell you that it's being used, or do you have to go search for it?
No, so you just submit,
right?
Which I'll show you that process, and you showed it briefly before, I think.
Right, but do they let you know that they're using it?
No. So you submit, and so you could submit like 20 images, and you have no idea if they're going to accept any of them. Okay. And then you can just periodically check in like this and see what the gallery shows. There's times when I've seen a couple of my images, and other times when I've submitted a bunch and they haven't been in the gallery. So, but so from this view, you have like the little, text prompt area. The only criticism or request I would have is I really wish before I just put in the text and then hit generate, you could choose the aspect ratio from the get-go. So I'm going to click generate button on the right. And then of course it brings up the square, but I really want the kind of horizontal widescreen aspect ratio.
Right. Yeah.
But I'll let it generate first just to see. And then it also, defaulted to like photo, and I'm always more inclined towards art because it just seems like it might have more kind of detail or creative aspects. So therefore, those options are on the left side. So first is we're in Firefly Image 3 model as opposed to 2. So I think it's a bit more detailed, a better image model. And then for aspect ratio, instead of square, I'm going to choose widescreen, change it to art. And then one thing I like to do lately is, I love Firefly, but I also will dabble in, say, Leonardo. So Leonardo or Microsoft Image Creator.
There's so many. Oh my gosh.
So many. And then so what I'll do is for composition reference, I will go to upload an image, and I'm just going to my today folder where I have some previous images I've created with the same prompt.
Wait, so you have a previous prompt that's going to reference
it's the same prompt. It's the same prompt that I used
in
Leonardo that I'm
You're about to blow my mind. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
I'm in two worlds at once right now, John.
Firefly Inception, yes.
So then I choose this. Yes, it's my image. So you can see a little preview of it on the left. And then I usually change the visual intensity to a bit stronger. And then at least for the first version, I don't really choose any other effects. I just want to see what it does. So serene beach at sunset with golden sands and turquoise waves, palm trees swaying gently in the breeze, and a vibrant orange sky.
Ooh, sign me up.
So we're all on vacation.
Yes.
So I hit generate, and it's
Carlos, another please.
That's right. Margarita from the.
Why did I say? I
Generating.
don't know why I said Carlos. Carlos,
So it took a lot of the same exact kind of look and composition and brought it in. And the reason why I like doing that is sometimes I feel that Firefly, it kind of makes the image a little simplified in certain areas. And then if I bring in an image that has a lot of detail from, say, Leonardo, it brings in a bit more of the detail, like in the waves and stuff.
Okay.
And then as Andrea was showing, that you have different options around the corners of the image. So of course I can top right click, download. And then if I go to edit, that's where the generative fill, and you can also open it in Express. But if you go to the bottom right, you can favorite it. And then if you hit that upload icon, that's where you can copy link to image, copy image, save to library, or submit to gallery. So you just say submit to gallery. It shows your name, you hit next, and it just reminds you that if it is added to the gallery, anyone can view the image, use and remix the prompt, and like the image. It's just a fun way to kind of be part of the community. So I'll submit that image.
I want to go to there.
Yeah, quite relaxing.
Like towel.
It's like sunset too, right?
Yeah.
And then of course you can hit the right arrow and go through the different images. They're pretty similar, but might as well download this one as well. That one I like. I like the waves in this one.
I like the mountains in the background. Looks very Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. But yeah, pretty nice. And the only thing I might do, differently is, I like it as is, but I might just see, okay, well, with these different effects options, you also have color and tone, lighting, camera angle, but maybe just with the layered paper effect, will it have like a 3D kind of, embossed look to it? So I'll hit generate and see what it does there.
It's going to be trippy.
What will it do? What will it do?
Oh, I don't know. Is this the part where we take a drink? Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yeah, so it did really embrace that. Sometimes it ignores it. Other times it really. So in this case, it simplified it and really took on the layered paper look. So if I click larger, you can see it does pretty much look like layered paper. That's pretty nice.
Looks good.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then something like this I think would be perfect because it's a simple design to bring into Adobe Express. We can add your text or add some animation elements.
I don't know. I love it. Except for that weird little thing there. I love that. That's so cool. Oh, that's cool.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But yeah, that's a little taste of Adobe Firefly.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Jump back into the room and let Henrik take it for a spin.
Yes. So
Henrik's stage. There we go.
Yes. Something I noticed while Andrew was performing or was showing his ideas. So I will now use my prompt so that the window is not so empty. I will use a quiet beach at sunrise with palm trees, gentle waves.
Nice.
Only to generate something. But I want to show some things that I discovered while Andrew was showing his stuff. First of all, Andrea, maybe this is something interesting for you. You don't have to click every single image to download it. You have this button here when you are on the overview, and you can click on download all. And then you get 4 download windows where you can choose where to save your images, and you can do it all at once, and you don't have to click 4 times. It saves a little bit time for those who doing more than one stuff at a time.
Does it come in as a zip?
No.
Okay.
All single files, all with a slightly different ending, so that you don't have to rename it every time. It saves a little bit time.
Never done that. Cool.
The second thing we have this suggestions, and also if you put in some prompt like this, you will see here on the right this small thing that shows that this prompt is yes, right at the moment. You see that little T and yes, that V on the bottom. If the prompt is not that right, that will show it in this icon. And another thing is, if you have selected, please look at the effects text here in the front. And if you do this and this and this, you see how many effects you are added to your image. It's not much, but it's a little, yes, a little update for Adobe Firefly. I found it very interesting. I found it out as we speak that there are always done some updates to Firefly for that. So, but I'm not finished with this image right now, because I want to adjust my prompt a little bit to show something else. We have this beach that's already really nice. And then we want to have some dog, but not sitting on the beach, and running on the beach. Because hopefully, if I generate this image, so you can see this dog. There is something I like about those images, and something I don't like about these images, and I already filed some support ticket in the support forum. You can get over this button, report bug, because the physics often of those images are not quite quite correct, because you can see this dog in the sand, very nice, but where are the paws in the sand? There are no footprints of the dog in the sand. You can see the lighting is almost perfect. You can see the shadow of the sun, the dog, perfect. But where does this dog coming from?
That's funny, man.
I will show later. I will show later also a picture with another prompt. You will see this, yes, not corrected prompt thingy again. But right now, let's do this one. And another thing, Andrew mentioned, if you are in the gallery and you uploaded an image.
I was going to say the dog fell out of the sky, and that's what Sarah said too.
Something like that, yes.
That makes sense.
If you go to the gallery and you go to view your submissions, as Andrew said, you don't get an email or a message that you're
okay, so remind me, I showed the gallery, but remind me, where do you go to get to your submissions? Or remind everyone.
If you go to the gallery in the top top row, then you have the user gallery,
right?
As you can scroll
right.
through.
So how do you get to your submissions?
Oh, yeah. And then on the right, you get to view your submissions.
Oh, okay, nice.
And there you get all your submissions, what you have submitted to the user gallery. And on the top, there are most likely those images that are accepted. And you get this little arrow on the left, live on community. Those are the images that are in the gallery, and on the bottom, these are the images that are not accepted for whatever reasons. You don't get any reason or something like that, but
interesting. Yeah.
So you do have a little bit of overview, what images are in the gallery and whatnot.
Cool.
So that was it from me for this one.
Nice.
Lovely.
And
Love your
next.
submissions, by the way. Those are really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, John, you ready for round 2?
Okay.
1, 2, ready for rumble. Get ready. Ready,
Let's
now.
get ready.
Ready, player 2.
Ready Player 2. Ready Player 1, one of my favorite books. All right. Well, here we are, back in Firefly. Look at there. Oh, this is my screen. Okay. So here we are in our little thing here. I'm going to copy and paste. I think I've already copied it. Paste. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And I called it A Simply Lovely Day at the Beach. And I'm going to bring it in, but I'm going to do some stuff to it. So let's go ahead and just start it. And it's going to do stuff. It's not going to be what I want, but it's okay. We'll get there. I hope. I hope. And let's take a drink while we wait for this to. Oh, here we go. Oh, and it is like as advertised, a lovely day at the beach. Okay, I'm going to change a few things around here if you don't mind. All right, we're going to square. I'm going to go to widescreen. And I think art would be our thing here. Composition, that's fine. But visual intensity, I'm going to bump up all the way because I'm going to upload a reference image for our style, for our visual style. And I'm going to bring in a great artist. And I hope I'm not butchering his name. I probably am. It's a famous painting. You'll know it when you see it. It's called Sunday Afternoon on the Isle of La Grande Jatte by Georges Seurat.
That's right.
Famous painting. And public domain, I sure hope. I think because he painted it back in 1864, I believe. He was one of those post-impressionist guys who invented pointillism, by the way. Found out. I didn't realize. Okay, so I think we got that. Let's see. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to. You can add more stuff here, but let's just see how it goes. All right, here we go. Oh, fingers crossed. Well, let me show you the original picture while it's generating. Here's the original. You've seen it before, right? Famous painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Remember that.
And so you got that style, that pointillism style by Seurat, and with my prompt. And so how cool is that?
So check on that texture. Yeah.
It's got that pointillism
that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, so fun, and like the little people all enjoying themselves in 1860 whatever at the beach. And I don't know. I think I don't know which one to save. I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna download all because I've never done that before. So I'm just gonna do that. Boop. Oh, yep. Boop. Boop. You're right, Henrik. It just does like a okay. Where do you want this one?
and you see it on the file names slightly different, and at the end.
Right.
But
yeah,
always have the prompt.
I think randomly generated number at the end. It has the original title and then just a random number. So anyway, that can be fun. Cool. Fun stuff. Yeah. Anyway, woo, that worked out pretty good.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you, Firefly.
Ready, Andrea?
I am. I am. So
here we are.
So I'm gonna continue with this one and see what else we can. Oops, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I'm gonna continue with this one and see what else we can do with this image itself. So I'm gonna go to edit, and I want to do. Why does this say preview? Wait, let me see. Let's see, generative fill. Okay. And then let's add some stuff to it. Maybe we want birds in the sky, or maybe we want stars in the sky, or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Let's add some. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna make the brush a little bigger. So I have brush sizes. So I'll make it a little bigger. Hardness I'm okay with, and opacity I'm okay with. So I'm just gonna, mark out an area. What did we say? We said stars, right? So I'm gonna mark out this area right here. kind of give it some stars in here. So I'm just drawing. I'm using a mouse, so it's not the most precise, but I try to do the same struggles that my students have. Not all of them have a tablet, so I don't have a tablet either at the moment. Well, I do. It's right here, but we're not gonna talk about that. Okay, we're gonna pretend I don't. And so I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Okay, and I actually invited some of my students, so hopefully some of them are here. All right, so I got all right, so I drew this out, and so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna tell it what I want here. So I'm just gonna type. Should I type? I'll just type stars.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does though, because I don't want crazy stars, but that's okay. We'll see the intelligence level in just a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit generate, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's gonna look at the picture as a whole, and then see that it is a night sky, and then kind of fill in the night sky. But it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. That's okay, because I wasn't specific, so that's on me. So here are the stars that it has created, and
cool.
I actually like this one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
okay, well, hey, all right. So, so I like it. And you have to commit, because a lot will try to go and do something else. I mean, you can't click more and do that, but let's just commit and hit keep. All right, and then so once I have it and I've committed to that, then I can go in and I can add other stuff if I want. Like I can, select the background and make something different. I can subtract from it. I'm trying to think of what else would I want in this. Maybe a deer. I don't know. Or something like that. But actually, if I'm happy with it, which I am, it kind of changed the photo a little bit, of course, then I will go to download and download it. You can also, hang on. I always say play and play with these this share button, so you can also share it out. Like you can of course and express what we did before, or just start designing or copy the image so that it copies to your clipboard and you can paste it into another program or paste it into somewhere else.
Wait a minute, I didn't know you could do that. Okay.
Yeah, that little copy that puts in your clipboard.
Cool.
You can do whatever you want with that at that point.
Thanks.
Welcome. Well, we all, it's funny. We work in this all the time, but we all learn something different just because they update it all the time. Like Henrik with the downloading all, I did see that option, but I was afraid it was going to do the same thing it does in other programs, which is zip it. And I was like, I'm not even going to mess with it, but I should have went ahead and messed with it because it did what I wanted to do.
You're a messer. You're a messer, aren't you? Admit it.
I'm a messer. Yes, I'm a messer. But anyway, what's also cool is, back in the day when we hit the back button, it wouldn't take us back to, remember, Andrew, it wouldn't take us back to, but now it does. It takes you back to that. I'm like, oh, I love that. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you. It's just really, really quick that you can take that to the next level. And like I said, if I wanted to open this, let's say I want to create a social media post to put on my Facebook or Instagram story, I can just have it open in Express. And then right now it's actually, it's actually trying to create the size and everything for that social media post or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and close this. And so we're back into Express where I can do whatever I need to do with it. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Nice.
Not as cool as you, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, where my cool glasses at?
Yeah. Got mine on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops. All right, so
What happened?
Andrew's playing around.
playing around with two different monitors here. So I'm back in my view here, and I want to do a nighttime prompt.
Nighttime is the right time.
We get rid of the reference image, get rid of the prompt. Colorful summer festival at night with people dancing, food stalls, and string lights illuminating the night sky.
Ooh.
And then maybe I'll take Andrea's lead and take a look at what the prompt suggestions say, and then see nature lovers concept. That sounds fun. Maybe I'll get rid of layered paper. That doesn't really make sense with that. But I might take a look at all of the effects. So I click all, and then I see this big variety.
What happened if you clicked all of them? That would be crazy.
It takes so long. That browser, the more you do,
Yeah,
the longer
right.
it takes.
Yeah,
I was like,
computing.
I don't even mess with it. I mean, you know.
There's somebody at a server farm going, "What's happening with this?
Yeah.
What's that Williams guy again?"
And I think I'm happy just, with direct without having to grab a certain effect. Let's just see what this does. So nighttime concept, hit generate.
Da, 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 da. It's a generating a picture. Ba-ba.
Oh, that's nice, huh?
There we are.
For painting, yeah. Very festive.
Nice one. Nice one.
Yeah, like the first one.
Ba, 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 ba.
So we can download that.
ROCA in the USA.
Let's see what other prompts they have. Maybe a swimming pool scene.
All night long. All night long.
I got a prompt.
Okay, so it's what? So a refreshing swimming pool scene with children splashing water, floating on colorful inflatable toys. Summer relaxation concept. So just hit generate.
Yeah.
See how that does.
Doom, doom, doom.
Hey.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
anime kids up there.
Hmm.
See. All right, and then with this, let's see. So yeah, if you click, you get the bigger view.
I have Steven ask a question. Yeah.
Faces are a little funky here, but
Come play with us.
That's
Steven
art
asks,
style.
have you ever generated an image and then used it as a reference photo?
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I was saying, Stephen, with the Leonardo image. I created
Yeah.
with the same
Mhm.
prompt, that first summer scene, and then created with Leonardo, then downloaded it, and then uploaded that as a reference image for that first Firefly image.
Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
what-
Yeah.
Using AI.
That's pretty good. I like this one, though, yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Look at his face. Oh,
Yeah, that's sweet face, right?
it is.
And I like the kind of brush work. It looks kind of nice kind of painting there.
Yeah.
Very nice. Love the colors.
Here the faces are a little scary.
Yeah.
No noses allowed.
Wanna play?
Want to play?
Come play with us, Danny. No, I love the colors, though. It's so vibrant. If it wasn't so cheery, I'd be terrified.
That was a good one, though. I like that one.
I don't even, yeah.
Mhm.
Like
How are we doing for time?
Lafira said, so cute.
Wonder if I should show. Well, I was going to show some of the things that I would do, like if I bring it into Photoshop, but maybe I'll let you guys create more. So I'll jump back and let Henrik do his thing. So
Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Zafira. Zafira.
so cute.
We work on that name thing.
I got to work on it, man. I'll tell you. Yeah.
So
There you are, Henrik.
Yay.
yes.
Save us, Heinrich.
I prepared the prompt mountain landscape on a beach with palm trees and a chi jumper because I want to show that what I mentioned before with the interaction within the image. If you have some people, dog, animal, whatever, as you can see here, the
Winter and
images
summer
are
meet.
pretty interesting because a sheet jumper on the beach is a little bit controversial, But as you can see here, you don't have any shadows on the beach. And also you don't have any interactions with the background whatsoever. It's a little bit weird. Yes, in this case you can argue, yes, the chi jumper is jumping over the beach and there's no interaction with the sand and so what. But it would be nice to have some kind of dynamic interaction with it. One information about the reference image, if you want, as you can see on the examples here for the images, you also can maybe put some let's say graphics where you only have 3 areas, some kind of graphic you put as reference image, and you have this golden ratio put in your image. You also can do the Fibonacci swirl thingy, put in as reference image, and then put the prompt over it. So you can play
That's a creative idea.
with the reference images, only to have the
Composition.
let's say for the composition part of the reference image, only have some kind of, let's say, lines or cubes or whatever, and not to have some kind of real image or real graphic, but only have the points where something has to be. So that would be maybe an interesting thing to know for anyone who plays around with these part of maybe photography. There's always the 3-part rule, the golden ratio, and the Fibonacci, mentioning if you do some kind of photo work, and if you put some kind of let's say a model in the picture, and you want to have the head of the model on the left or right side and on the upper part or the lower part, so you have these 2 lines across the image, and you have on the cross sections there you have your main focus of the image. So that would be an interesting thing.
And so one thing I would add to that is nice is, so Henrik is showing that you don't need to always have like a generated photo or artistic image as reference. Yes. It can just be a compositional, like, Fibonacci or spiral.
Yeah.
And then another thing to think about is, I've seen a lot of people that have simple, like, black and white drawing sketches of what they want their composition to be like.
Yes.
Even though the prompt is very detailed, colorful, whatnot. Right. So you can always have a simple sketch or a simple grid that you're using for composition.
It's funny. I was going to demonstrate that very thing, actually, but
well, I'll have to have you come next.
And also to add to John's image from before, when you want to have some kind of, let's say, the great artists, always go to Wikipedia, because there these images, these examples from Leonardo da Vinci or whatever, or the image John has shown here as a reference image, these are all on the public domain if they were in Wikipedia, so you can use it
really?
Without hesitation. And also you can find, if you go through the art styles from the centuries before now, you can find all kinds of different images and all kinds of different paint styles, photo styles, whatever.
Great.
Like Syrah with a silent T.
Yeah.
So, John, are you ready to show that reference?
Is that all right? Do you mind?
Yes, you can go.
Thank you. Very gracious of you guys. All right. So I have a prompt here. I don't know how this is going to come out. We're going to explore this creative endeavor together. I don't know how it's going to come out. Let's find out. Okay, so the prompt is: a laughing kid riding a winding roller coaster with their arms in the air like they just don't care. The roller coaster looks like it's flying out of the screen. Other cars are visible as they trail behind, super wide angle with a shallow depth of field. Again, this is what I'm envisioning. What happens?
Hit generate.
Right, yeah, let's hit generate. Okay, yes. Shut up and hit generate, John.
Don't talk so much.
All right, so we're gonna get our initial image here, right? And we'll just let it do its thing here. Come on, Firefly, do your thing, man. I'm fixing to like crash. Oh, and which ain't bad. Look there. Okay, so my expectations were surpassed. The roller coaster cars kind of weird in some of these, but then I've been to some weird amusement parks, so I guess sure, why not? I kind of like. I'm kind of thinking landscape for this, maybe 4:3 aspect ratio, and I don't want photo. I don't want either one. I'll just do auto. And as far as composition goes, this isn't going to be a style reference. It's going to be a composition reference, like Henrik was talking about, where you could take a sketch. And I actually, okay, feel free to laugh at my picture. It's really okay.
Continue.
Hang on, I'll show you. There it is.
Mhm.
So I just drew a 5-second sketch with a Sharpie and just I took a picture of it and just like.
But that might be perfect, right? Like keeping it simple like that might really.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
exactly what I mean.
We'll see. So this is kind of the idea I had in my head of the angle and everything. So took 5 seconds to draw that. Okay. So my dad, who's an artist, he's probably turning over in his grave right now. All right, so let's continue and and generate. Trust everybody. Could be horrific. I'm excited too.
Press the blue button.
So it didn't change a whole
Pretty
lot.
good.
Yeah, it didn't really take your. I thought it was a very clear sketch, though. I thought it was good, but
Yeah, you see, it took this.
it's
And it
like
has this
I'll
depth.
disregard it completely.
Yeah.
But the top left was pretty near the image
Yes,
because
you got a
we have
winding.
that winding thing and the arms in the air.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna put my kid on.
Don't care.
That looks.
Mhm.
What if we did to art? What would happen if we switched to art? And I'm sure you could do other tweaks too. But
Let's see. What will happen, John?
I don't know, Andrew. I'm scared.
Oh, don't be chicken. Just do it.
Okay. So I like these better actually. You don't have the
So Sarah makes a very good point.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh yeah.
She says adjust the pressure slider under the image upload. So if you go back to your reference, your strength slider is just in the middle. So if you move that to the right,
Bump
now
this up.
hit generate. It might be, taking into account that sketch.
Thank you,
Slide
Sarah.
the slider to the right.
I'll do that. Let's try it. Okay, one more.
Hit the blue generate button.
The big blue button.
Oh, hit the blue button.
I am great. Yes.
New edition reference, by the way.
Put
Yes.
the candle back.
I know it. Put the candle back. Okay, so it didn't change a whole lot, but I mean, it's not bad actually.
It's pretty
It's not-
dynamic, though. It's got a nice
Yeah, it's
I like that.
got
sense of
the
movement.
wide angle. Look at that kid. He's happy.
The hair is pretty cool, right? You
and
can
he's
feel
strapped in for safety. That's good.
Yay.
Where they're not strapped in, they're just kind of hanging there.
51st.
Yeah, what is this? 1972?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah says she learned that from Paul Traney, that
Paul Traney.
yeah, to make the
Well,
strength reference.
We learned a lot from Paul Traney.
These are pretty good, though. It disregarded your composition, but yet the dynamic of it is quite good. The sense of movement, you
I
can
like
feel
the-
the wind in the hair.
Yeah, that was not bad. I mean, that's
Doing it right now.
heck. I'll just download it. What the heck? There we go. Burn. Anyway, I'm done.
Pretty cool.
I like
cool.
that. All right.
Ready, Andrea?
I am.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
At the stage. There we
I'm
go.
staying here. So I have the next thing I want to do is
Wilder.
style reference. So I like this, but I want to change the style of it. And yes, I have so down from where John was at the composition reference. This one I just want to change the style of I want to keep the same prompt. I could have that image in there, so to use that image, but I want to see what it does. So I could pick any of these in there. They have a gallery, and I can pick any image. Like if I pick this one, and do it. But I'm gonna upload an image that I want the style from. So last year at Adobe Max, Rev Run was there. This
That
is
was fun, right? That was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah, he was there, and I got to be front and center. I got to see it. It was so awesome. So
It's trick to run to run. It's tricky.
Artist, yes. I had him make me a design for a shirt, and then left the shirts here. We're not gonna talk about that. That's another story. But then left the shirts here and ended up going and not having the shirt. So I'm going to, you know what image I'm talking about, don't you?
Have we heard who the musical performer is going to be for Adobe Max Party?
No, I was hoping you guys. Do you know?
Not yet.
So it's gonna. So I like this image because of the colors that are in it. It had. Did you guys see the image, by the way?
Very briefly. Caught a glimpse of it.
Only a glimpse. Okay. All right. You just for a little bit longer. So so that's me, and that's Rev Run, and I kind of like the style. I like the cartoon style, and then the outfit. So that's the reference image that I'm going to use. I'm going to cancel because it's already here. Okay. So I'm going to keep my style at, I know about the strength changing. I'll change that in a little bit, but I'm going to keep my style at the center and the visual intensity for now. And I'm just going to click generate just to see what it does. I typically stay in the center, but if you notice, it did take on the color characteristics, and it took on, it made it more the comic style characteristics. Yeah. Now, if I wanted to increase the strength, I could. There's no point in decreasing it because then what's the point? It does nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and increase just the strength for this one so we can see what happens when we do that. Okay, so it gives us just a little bit stronger image. And then if I increase the visual intensity, let's see what happens there. So it used to be minor variations of what we had before. Man, here we go. So that's one way that you can change the style of your image by grabbing one image that you like the style of. Let's say you had an image that you just love the colors. Like typically these two, anybody knows my personality knows these would be my favorite two because they're very colorful. And that's typically what I like to create whenever I'm designing. So that's the fun that I wanted to show you. I love changing style. And notice I didn't change my image. So cool. Very cool. That's very different.
Cool.
Yay, nice.
Very nice. Yeah. So a few shout outs I wanted to give. So got plenty of time for that. So pretty cool stuff today. Pretty fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
The best.
Did you have more of the show though, Andrea? I didn't cut you off, did I?
No. I want to make sure everybody,
Okay, cool.
Know we're running.
So let's get a little shout out to where you can find all of us online. So Andrea's there, top left. So let's focus on Andrea. You can find her on, and let me know if these are up to date. I think they are. I've been switching around all the layouts and everything. But on YouTube at youtube.com, Happy Teach to You for Fun. Is that correct?
Yep, that is correct.
And then you can find Andrea on Instagram at Happy97.
That's me.
And then LinkedIn at Happy97.
That's me too.
And then John, you can find John on Facebook.
That's him.
Pixelingo Media. And then Instagram, Pixelingo JW. And then on LinkedIn, Pixelingo. And then with Henrik, he's smart. He puts it all in one at LinkedIn Tr.E.H. Heigl at Linktree.
Woo!
Ooh.
And then the recording of this will be on my YouTube channel. So do consider subscribing for my digital art, Photoshop, and AI art focused live streams and tutorials at youtube.com at Drew Cav. That's youtube.com at Drew Cav. And if you didn't get that, that's Drew Cav on YouTube.
I got it. Got it.
Huh?
Oh, you didn't get it.
And that didn't get it. Drew Cav.
Oh.
And then on Facebook, it's Andrew.Kavanagh. And then at Instagram, that's Digital Artist Drew. And then on behance.net, Drew Cav. And then shout out to the groups, the AI Art and Digital Art Group. Come join facebook.com/groups, AI Art, Digital Art. Just passed 51,000 members.
What?
We just had a
Already?
contest. Annette Dragon won the contest for Otherworldly Image. Quite nice.
Congrats, Annette. What?
And then Henrik runs a nice Adobe Firefly group. So come join the Adobe Firefly group.
Also with over 16,000 users. So there are much to see.
Very nice. So come join the Adobe Firefly group, facebook.com/groups, Adobe Firefly. And then recently I moved the Photoshop and Lightroom group over to a new space, a new group, same name, Photoshop and Lightroom group, facebook.com/groups, Photoshop and Lightroom group. Just opened it up recently, and only in a couple of weeks, it's already on its way to 30,000 members. So please do consider joining the new Photoshop and Lightroom group. You can join that at facebook.com/groups, Photoshop and Lightroom group. I think if you're just at Facebook, you go to the top left and just type in Photoshop and Lightroom and then click on groups. It'll be the first one. It'll have the banner looks like this, the PSLRC logos. Yes.
You will find it.
Yes.
I went for it.
And let's see here. Yep. So yeah, Photoshop and Lightroom group, Adobe Firefly group, AI art and digital art group. And some last comments here. So yeah, we have Sarah says, good job, everyone. Thank you.
Ooh. And always, if you are looking for the next stream and you have any ideas or you want to show that we show something, you have any idea,
Yes.
Reach out to us.
Reach out to anybody of us or in any of the groups and ask away. We are for you.
And then
Yes.
Michael says, thanks, everyone. Great being with you today.
Thank you.
Christina says, very nice presentation. Thanks to all of you. Yvonne says, lots of groups. Yep.
Yes.
The groups.
Lots
Lots
of
of-
groups to choose from.
It's a lot of groups.
And yeah, thanks all, says Yvonne.
Thank you.
And then also to give a shout out to a group that Andrea is also very active in is the Adobe Express Insiders group on Facebook.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
She moderates to make sure it's all going smoothly.
Yes.
There's a fruit fly. I had to get it out of here. There's a dance.
Those fruit fly of complaints, get out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a dance.
I will thanks everyone for joining us. Do keep your eye out on the digital, Drew Cav on YouTube channel. And that's where the recording will be. I will, of course, post the link to the recording at the top of the various groups that I mentioned. And just keep your eye always. Where should people look in the groups, John?
On the bottom. No, wait. On the top. Top pin post.
Top pin post.
On
So
the
that's
top.
where the announcements for the live events are, any Adobe news, any contest, etc. So keep your eye on the top pin. He's turning into Taffy all of a sudden. All right, thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks,
Just keep your
everybody.
Have a nice
Thank you.
weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Until the